Happy Wednesday, Sunday. Happy Sunday. I went to work. I worked at Ross yesterday, and oh man, there was so many people who were dealing with like brain issues, like not like bad brain issues, just like the like changing and stuff. Like I was like working, and I UPS is a union rep, and so to get things like passed, we are like a really like, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm one of the only females that work there, and so the UPS like is connected to them on the outside of work. So for them to like get things like for what they want, for like the like healthcare aspect of it, they touch you. So when you grab a box, they touch you, and it's not about me, it's about them, and it's cool, and I really really enjoy that, like it is what it is, like yeah, it's a unique way of running things, but it is what it is, and that's just the station that I work for, not the other station I work for. The other station is just like something else. Like yesterday, I was working at Ross, and there was a couple of guys that came up, and I don't know if they're like dealing with like mind control, or if they're like thinking that they have a union, and I'm just like, you are not in a union, like this isn't UPS, but I didn't like say that, but they like came in and tried to like lean to like touch my hands, and I'm just like, no, you can't be touching me. And then there was like one guy, I think like he's like dealing with like the invisible, and like some people like vote when the invisible, and then like they touch you, and that has nothing to do with UPS at all. But there was one guy, I was like checking somebody out, and he like voted and almost like jumped over the banister, and I'm just like, you can't trespass. And I think he was hoping to like jump inside me. I don't really know, but I'm just like, boundaries. And he's like, oh, you can see me. But he didn't say that, And so yesterday, it was crazy. I have really, really good like managers there. So for a little bit, they're like, why don't you go and put away some clothes? And then when I was like working there, because like, when I was like putting away stuff, I was like walking around not saying anything, and then another cashier went and did the same thing, and then I was like clothes, and then I like, while I was doing it, I just kept finding like kids' clothes, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. And then I'm just like, oh, because at the Nines they have a playground policy, and that's what they do. And I'm just like, oh, they're fighting the Nines, and I'm just like, how is that possible? Because the Nines is a small business, and this is like a corporate, like a big box store, and I'm just like, how are they doing that? Kind of thing like that. And then like a little time goes off, and I'm like checking up front to see if like how long the line is, to see if I need to go back and jump on the tail, But it didn't really get that busy. And then like I went in like the men's section, and then like they decided to go and watch on the cameras and stuff, and they're like, you're picking up invisible stuff. And I'm just like, oh, okay. And I dropped it because I'm just like, it's not real. And I'm just like, I don't really know what to do now, And so I went and took a break and went back on my tail and stuff like that. But it was interesting. My manager left a cashier light on in the checkouts just for the invisible customers. But it was funny. It was really funny, yes. Yeah. Um, but yeah, we made it through the night though, so that's what matters. So, I hope you guys are going to have a good Sunday and stuff like that, and I'll post another video soon. Oh, by the way, I when I left before I went to work, I had a dream or whatever, and I don't know if that's why I got it, but I got a parking ticket from the police department, and it's a real legal parking ticket, and I have to pay it off and stuff like that. I do get fines to say, and it's just I parked on the sidewalk. I parked too far up and stuff like that. Yes, it's really not even my parking spot. Even anybody can park there. It's just for guests and stuff like that. But I have to do it. But it makes me wonder how many people think that's a marriage certificate. And I'm like, that is not a marriage certificate. That's really a parking ticket. But I'm sure I'm gonna have to fight that for a while because people need to learn the difference. So I thought that was interesting. I had to post a video on Snapchat but I'm like, this is not a marriage certificate. I was like, I don't know how stupid people can get, but I have to post this because some people truly believe that.